this annoying individual, human trash, thinks he can just occupy my backyard without my permission. I need you to leave my premises right now.
This is where I craft the most extreme releases ever heard. I run my own underground black metal label from right fucking here, right here. See this? This is my computer, okay? Hello? All the bands on my label, they play everything with sticks and rocks. Fuck guitars and drums. That's for pussies. Black metal for life. Hey, listen, before you kick me out, can I tell you about some awesome black metal bands from London, Ontario?
Okay, fine.
Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Angeles Warner Productions, ran by a guy with shitty taste and way too much time. We are here today in an undisclosed location to discuss London black metal. That's right, London actually has a black metal scene. I mean, with all the urban degradation and drug addictions going on there, it's not really a big surprise. As you might have guessed, I'm not talking about your typical kind of black metal. This isn't your wintry forest kind of stuff that you'll find from Norway. This is very, very desolate, depressing, crushing, disgusting music. I have 5 different bands to show you guys today, and I just really want to get into this list. I mean, as you can see, I'm all fucking pumped up. I can't talk about London black metal without discussing Hell's Other People. Hell's Other People is actually a band I talked about already. If you guys remember my CDN Records Part 1 video, I discussed their album Embrace. But Hell's Other People has a lot more material than just Embrace. They had that EP in 2015 titled Lanterns. It was a very good introduction into this post-black metal, depressive black metal sound that they have. I like how they use a lot of clean instrumentation mixed with the fuzzy distortion of the guitars. The vocals are really wretched and the production is always extremely dirty. But they also has that melancholic vibe to it. Then the latest release from Hell's Other People was their feature on a split with My Lonely Sea, and the split was also just beautiful. The best song from here has to be Degrade, and I'm just gonna play that for you guys really quickly right now. If you want a full update of Embrace, I would encourage you to check out my CDN Records video, but in general, Hell's Other People is a sick band to start out with if you're trying to get into some local London black metal. But this band actually opened up a really weird wormhole for me, because once you start looking at the members and the kind of stuff that they're involved with, you begin to unravel what's going on. 3 of the members from Hell's Other People are also in another black metal project called Cryopathy, and this group has been around since 2017. Now, Cryopathy is kind of a footnote at this point. They don't have enough material for them to really write home about. All they have is an EP that came out in 2018 titled Lost in the Woods, and it's a pretty good introduction into their sound. It's pretty much the standard depressive black metal that you've heard before. You have these soaring guitars, wretched howls, and just disgusting production, and drums that keep the pace nice, slow, and cold. I think the large-scale atmosphere on Cryopathy's EP is there, and the performances are good. I mean, given the lineup that we have on this EP, I can't expect anything bad. So I'm not going to say that Lost in the Woods is incompetent, but I just think that Cryopathy has some catching up to do, and I truly believe that their next release is going to be very good. If you got used to the bleak, dreary sounds of the previous 2 bands, I don't think you're prepared for Saudade, because these guys have just absolutely no cap. Relentless nihilism.
From a voice
think that Saudade has a way of creating black metal that's extremely disturbing to listen to. Everything from the production, the way the riffs are played, the vocals, it all just sounds disgustingly putrid. I think that if you were to just capture utter desolation into a black metal sound, Saudade would be a definite way to do it, and this EP is a great example of how that shit's done. But then Saudade changed their pace completely with a following release. This is their first full-length album, Diary of Voices, and I just want to say that this thing is absolutely fucking killer. So what they did basically is they took the bleak, disgusting dreariness of the subtitle, and then they add some death metal. That's right, every single track on here sounds like that. It is crushing as fuck. I mean, you've heard it for yourself. I don't have to describe how putrid this is. Saudade essentially has a message of fuck you and fuck everything in this whole planet, including myself. Nothing matters. It is literally the most vile project I've ever encountered. Now, another member of Saudade is Preston Lobza, and he is quite the character himself. He's actually involved in multiple projects, which I have written down here. I can't remember everything. Great Cold Emptiness, Nocthrone, Odal, who actually released an album this year, and Rampancy. Each of these are either black metal bands or have a very large black metal influence. I have to say, I think the absolute weirdest fucking band out of these has to be Rampancy. This is another London-based project that pretty much explores any genre that has to do with filth and uncleanliness. It combines every single thing you could imagine. Black metal, there's death metal, there's crushing like war metal sounds in there, there's ambient and noise influence, grindcore, doom and death metal. I mean, it's just fucking nuts. If you want to check out the latest thing these guys put out, it is an EP called Proclamation, and it is just absolutely destructive as hell. It has a lot of influence from Blasphemy, yeah, the war metal band Blasphemy. So just killer stuff. Now that we went over the main black metal clique, it's time to go over a final group. This group combines everything that metalheads love about metal. Headbanging, moshing, destroying things, setting churches on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Lapsaria. Yeah, as you can tell, Lapsaria is not strictly a black metal band and has a large hardcore influence. Personally, I think that's the coolest combo ever, and if I have to be completely honest, I think aesthetically, thematically, and even sonically, hardcore music has a weird subsection right now that is focusing on these more depressing vibes. It's got more of a post-rock influence sometimes, a lot of like more ambience in hardcore right now. So I think combining it with black metal is just perfect. They have an extremely crushing sound, and I have to say that every single song on their EP, Nothing to Atone, is just absolutely bombastic. It's that really groovy hardcore sound mixed with the crazy ass like raw, shredding nastiness of black metal. I think Lapsaria has a very original sound. They just released a single not long ago, which you can also check out. And I think just these guys are going places for sure. So they don't fit in with the rest of the black metal groups that I talked about, but they're still definitely hailsworthy. How's it going? It's okay. are still definitely hails worthy, and I can seriously see these guys going places, so I would encourage you to give them a shot. And that's all the black metal I have for you today. If you would like to check out all of the bands that I mentioned in this video, all of their links are going to be down here in my crotch. If you want to check out my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my blog that nobody reads is going to be down in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have an epic cult day. Hail the whole true fucking cult with black metal.